the intent and the hard work behind it is just as intense with every film that either works or doesn't. मुझे लगता है कि अगर अच्छी फिल्म आएगी और अगर पब्लिक को पसंद आएगी तो थिएटर में लोग ज़रूर आएंगे. जितने भी फिल्म्स अभी आ रहे हैं मुझे लगता है कि उनको थोड़ा प्रोग्रेसिव होना पड़ेगा बस. KGF 1 और 2 ये फिल्में चली हैं जो हिंदी फिल्म के एक्टरों से ज़्यादा कमाई हैं. You're playing to a completely changed audience, highly educated, highly exposed audience. Yeah, I don't remake my films anyways here. So I don't think I'll do remakes of anybody's film, not even mine.
My question is for Bhushanji and Maddie. In the times when, most big Hindi films have not done well, you are a bunch where your Hindi films have done well. Rocketry did really well. Bhul Bhulaiya did very well. For Darshan, even the Kashmir Files did very well. So what do you think is not working in other Hindi films? And what was in your film that really worked? Maddie, Aamir's film was, people kept waiting for it, but it didn't work. Why do you think? What's going wrong?
If we knew, we will all be making great films, honestly. It's not, anybody doesn't start off thinking that we're making a wrong film. The intent and the hard work behind it is just as intense with every film that either works or doesn't. So all the films, the big films that I have released, they were all, the intent was to make a good film and make it work. I think the only big difference is that I was lucky because mine's a biopic, so it's not time agnostic. So it would have worked in any time, irrespective of whether it was pre-COVID or post-COVID or anything. But other films which have come after COVID, you're playing to a completely changed audience, highly educated, highly exposed audience to world cinema and stuff. So they're going to judge you with that sort of a yardstick. So it's nobody's fault. I think it's going to take a little time for all us to pull up our socks and then make screenplay that will work very soon in theaters.
Look here, sir. सर मेरा क्वेश्चन आपसे है, दिनों दिन बॉलीवुड की मूवी को लोग बायकॉट करते जा रहे हैं और साउथ की मूवी आगे बढ़ते जा रही है, तो इस पे आपका क्या कहना है?
मुझे लगता है कि अगर अच्छी फिल्म आएगी और अगर पब्लिक को पसंद आएगी तो थिएटर में लोग ज़रूर आएंगे. हमको ऐसी चीज़ों का सहारा लेने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. जहाँ तक साउथ इंडियन फिल्म्स हैं, मैं आपको स्पष्ट तरीके से बता दूँ कि बाहुबली 1, बाहुबली 2, RRR, पुष्पा, KGF 1 और 2 ये फिल्में चली हैं जो हिंदी फिल्म के एक्टरों से ज़्यादा कमाई हैं. ये सिर्फ 6 फिल्में चली हैं. इसे हम पैटर्न नहीं कह सकते. अच्छी फिल्में आएंगी तो ज़रूर चलेंगी. और मुझे लगता है कि कोविड के बाद लोगों का पसंद चेंज हो चुका है, उनकी अवेयरनेस चेंज हो चुकी है, दुनिया भर के कंटेंट वो कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं. तो उनके लायक जब भी आप कंटेंट करोगे हम जीत जाएंगे. जितने भी फिल्म्स अभी आ रहे हैं मुझे लगता है कि उनको थोड़ा प्रोग्रेसिव होना पड़ेगा बस.
My second question is obviously in the relevance of, without really exaggerating that, in context of remakes, recently like we had Laal Singh Chaddha, and the thing which stays with me is there's a dialogue about malaria, and because now South and other regional content is releasing theatrically in Hindi belt, and they are coming directly on OTT, and obviously you represent pan India, and what is your take in terms of like as a filmmaker, would you now be tentative in if you have to remake your own film in Hindi?
Yeah, I don't remake my films anyways here. I think it's even they wanted me to do remake Three Idiots in Tamil. I didn't do it because वो मेरे लिए मुश्किल हो जाता है. As an actor, when I do a scene for the first time, it itself is very difficult to give it your life and soul. फिर उसको वापस recreate करना is impossible for me. So I don't think I'll do remakes of anybody's film, not even mine, because the comparison happens. The whole fun of doing the film goes away. So I don't want to do remakes. I think right now everybody is skeptical about what to do because we're hoping that the content hits home somewhere and get the audience coming back to theaters in a big way. And we're just keeping our fingers crossed on that.